Welcome, welcome to the second or third poetry event. Actually, we've had three because Susan Budig hosted one as well. And my name is Diane Pecoraro. I'm the community poet in St. Louis Park. The best job that anybody could have in the whole world. And I'm honored to host tonight, and I'm delighted that we have quite a number of readers who are going to be reading and some fans and audience. So welcome to the jam, to the reading. And tonight's theme, which we thought would be a lot of fun, was to emphasize light verse and light poetry. So if you have a heavy poem, there's no problem with that, but the theme was originally to come with something light and maybe humorous. So again, welcome. We've got a whole battery of readers and some new ones and some old ones who you may have caught before. I'll be calling people up. I think we said the limit on poems was about 3 poems per person. So if you have more, contain your enthusiasm, and maybe we'll have time at the end. But we always like to get everyone in and included who's prepared to read. The first person we have on board is Nancy Connery. Nancy. And she is here and going to be our first reader. Welcome, Nancy.
Okay, the first poem that I'm going to read is called Prince Charming. Frogs found in abundance upon lily pads in the pond. Though they don't know each other, they all sing the same song. You may not have any interest in the song that they sing, but you may have an interest in the companionship they bring. There may be one special frog that stands out from all the rest. Though you don't know him very well, you only see him at his best. If you keep on looking long enough, it may come out in the final rinse that maybe he's not a frog at all. Maybe he's your prince. You can't be too close-minded. Of this I am convinced. You may have to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince. I wrote that one quite some time ago. Here's another one I wrote. This one is titled The Garden of Life. You must plant the seed for human kindness to grow. In the garden of life, we will reap what we sow. We must tend to the garden. Periodic weeding is a must, disposing of all the corruption, allowing for understanding and trust. In a well-cultivated garden, a little rain must fall. Well-tended gardens will help us to grow tall. Sunlight for the soul makes us feel whole. Kind words of wisdom will help us to grow. If we plant the seed, human kindness will grow. From the garden of life, we will reap what we sow. And this one is a poem by William Wordsworth. I love this one. It's called I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive state, I flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils.
The bear was ravenous. The bear's big mouth was cruel and cavernous. The bear said, Isabelle, glad to meet you. How do, Isabelle? Now I'll eat you. Isabelle didn't worry. Isabelle didn't scream or scurry. She washed her hands and straightened her hair up. Then Isabelle quietly ate the bear up. Once in a night, as black as pitch, Isabelle met a wicked old witch. The witch's face was cross and wrinkled. The witch's gums with teeth were sprinkled. Ho, ho, Isabelle, the old witch crowed. I'll turn you into an ugly toad. Isabelle didn't worry. Isabelle didn't scream or scurry. She showed no rage and showed no rancor, but she turned the witch into milk and drank her. Isabelle met a hideous giant. Isabelle continued self-reliant. The giant was hairy, the giant was horrid. He had one eye in the middle of his forehead. Good morning, Isabelle, the giant said. I'll grind your bones to make my bread. Isabelle didn't worry. Isabelle didn't scream or scurry. She nibbled the zwieback that she always fed off, and when it was gone, she cut the giant's head off. Isabelle met a troublesome doctor. He punched and he poked till he really shocked her. The doctor's talk was of coughs and chills, and the doctor's satchel bulged with pills. The doctor said unto Isabelle, Swallow this, it will make you well. Isabelle didn't worry. Isabelle didn't scream or scurry. She took those pills from the pill concoctor, and Isabelle calmly cured the doctor. What?
You want me to hold your book?
Thank you. My next book is called Moses, and it is anonymous, and it is very short. Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. For nobody's toes are poses of roses, as Moses supposes his toes to be. And my next and last poem is called The People Upstairs, and I chose this poem because it is very funny and I have loved it for all my life. The People Upstairs by Ogden Nash. Also, the people upstairs all practice ballet. Their living room is a bowling alley. Their bedroom is full of conducted tours. Their radio is louder than yours. They celebrate weekends all the week. When they take a shower, your ceilings leak. They try to get their parties to mix by supplying their guests with pogo sticks. And when their orgy at last abates, they go to the bathroom on roller skates. I might love the people upstairs, wondrous, if instead of above us, they just lived under us.